Marcus is 38, works as a senior project manager in Denver, earns $94,000 a year, and last April he finally sat down to figure out where his money was going. He told me it took him 4 hours. 4 hours to reconstruct 12 months of spending from 3 different bank accounts and 2 credit cards. And when he finished, he just sat there staring at the number. He'd sent $2,340 a month, every single month without fail, to other people's investment portfolios. Rent, car payment, subscriptions, gym, food delivery apps, phone plan. All of it landing perfectly and automatically into the pockets of people who owned things. Marcus didn't own a single one of those things. He was the customer, always the customer. That's not a budget problem. That's a philosophy problem. Here's the thing, everyone has an investment philosophy. Most people just inherited theirs by accident, and it's working against them every day they don't notice it. Let me tell you how I know that, because I lived it for 6 years. From 2011 to 2017, I earned a decent income, somewhere between $65,000 and $81,000 a year, depending on the year. I felt financially responsible. I paid my bills on time. I had a small savings account. I told myself I was being smart and waiting for the right moment to start actually investing. The right moment never came. Know why? Because I had a philosophy that said, cover your obligations first, save what's left, invest someday. Sounds reasonable? It's a disaster. What I was actually doing was paying every capital owner in my life before I paid myself. My landlord got paid first. My car loan got paid first. Netflix got paid first. I got whatever was left, which, most months, was somewhere between $200 and nothing. I was running a business where every other shareholder got paid before the founder. That's the part nobody tells you. Your spending isn't just spending, it's a vote for whose balance sheet grows this month, and for 6 years, I voted for everyone except myself. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. In 2019, I started tracking not just what I spent, but who I was making richer. Not in a paranoid way, just honestly. Every dollar I spent, I asked, is this building something I own or something someone else owns? The answer was almost always someone else. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. Now, I'm not saying stop spending money. That's not a philosophy, that's just suffering. I'm saying most people have never even asked the question. They're reacting to their bank account instead of directing it. Marcus figured this out the hard way. After his 4-hour accounting session, he did something simple. Before he paid a single bill in May, he moved $300 into a brokerage account and bought fractional shares in 3 index funds. Not because $300 changes everything immediately, it doesn't, but because the act of paying himself first, even once, cracked open a completely different way of seeing money. By December of that same year, he'd done it 11 times. Some months it was $300. One month it was $75 because his transmission needed work. He never missed a month. Here's what that did. Not in dollar terms, yet. In identity terms. He stopped being purely a consumer and started being, in a tiny but real way, an owner. That psychological shift is worth more than the $2,800 he invested that year, because the philosophy change comes first. The money follows. Think about that for a second. There's a concept I keep coming back to, and it sounds simple until you really sit with it. Capital isn't money. Capital is stored demand. It's anything that other people need badly enough to keep paying for over and over without being asked twice. The building Marcus lives in? Capital. Someone owns it, and Marcus sends them $1,850 every month like a subscription he can never cancel. The servers that run the apps on his phone? Capital. The trucks that deliver his Amazon packages? Capital. Somewhere, someone owns all of it. And the difference between Marcus and those people isn't intelligence. It isn't luck, mostly. It's philosophy. The owners decided, somewhere along the way, that they were going to be on the receiving end of recurring payments, not just the sending end. Most of us are permanently on the sending end. Not because we have to be, because nobody handed us a different framework. let me be honest with you. I didn't invent this framework. A version of it has existed for a long time. But I learned it late, and I learned it by losing, specifically by watching a friend of mine, a woman named Claire, who was a high school art teacher in Portland making $52,000 a year, build more real wealth between 2014 and 2022 than I did earning 60% more than her. Claire's philosophy was almost embarrassingly simple. She called it owner first. Every payday, she got paid bi-weekly. She moved $175 into a brokerage account before anything else left her checking account. Not after rent, before rent. The rent always got paid. It just got paid second. Over 8 years, at $175 every 2 weeks, she invested roughly $36,400 in principal, with market returns averaging around 10.4% annually during that stretch. Her account crossed $58,000 by 2022. But that's not the real number. The real number is what she didn't lose, the behavioral tax. She didn't panic sell in March 2020 when the market dropped 34% in 33 days because her contributions were automatic. She didn't even look most of the time. She just kept buying, through the crash, through the recovery, through all of it. That's the contrarian edge. It's not analytical, it's behavioral. Wild, right? The person who thought less about the market made more from it. Now, here's the framework I actually use, because I want to give you something concrete to walk away with. Every time money comes in, I split it into 3 questions before I pay a single bill. First, what can I buy this month that I will still own in 10 years? Second, what am I paying for that someone else owns? Third, is the ratio between those 2 things moving in the right direction? That's it. Not a spreadsheet, not a complex system. 3 questions. If you answer them honestly every month, you'll notice something uncomfortable. The second category is almost always much bigger than the first, and that discomfort is useful. It's information. The goal isn't to shrink the second category to 0. That's not real life. The goal is to make the first category not be 0, because for most people, month after month, it's exactly 0. Look, if you're someone who earns a steady paycheck, does the responsible thing, pays your bills on time, and still feels like you're running in place, this is the video for you. Not because you're doing anything catastrophically wrong, because you're doing what the system expects of you. Being a reliable consumer for people who are building ownership on the other side of your spending. You're not bad with money. You just have a default philosophy nobody chose for you consciously. And a default philosophy is still a philosophy. It just works for someone else. The most important thing I've learned about investing isn't a ticker symbol or a strategy. It's this. The people who build real financial freedom don't wait until they can afford to invest. They invest first and figure out the rest second. Tonight, before you go to bed, open your banking app. Set up a recurring transfer, 50, 100, 175, whatever doesn't break you, that hits a brokerage account on the same day your paycheck lands. Not the day after you've paid rent, the same day. Make yourself the first bill you pay. That's not the whole answer, but it's the beginning of a different philosophy. And philosophy always comes before the money.